Hey guys, it's still Manchabi and
Dennis.
Well, today we are here to talk about something funny, but interesting though.
Very interesting.
Jesus Christ!
It's basically about comparison. Dennis, tell us more.
You're wondering what kind of comparison we want to do. I'm not doing MPP and NDC. It's about, you see, parents comparing their kids to other people's kids.
Yes.
Or parents comparing how they would love their kids to behave as compared to the other people. That's what we want to do. Perhaps you've been a victim of this particular issue. How did you feel?
Like, that's for me there,
Baba, plate. Hey, this is the way Baba, what kind of music? Crazy. But then we are starting from Manchabi. Okay.
Yeah.
Manchabi, how did you feel?
Well, first off, I felt like anybody else.
Okay.
Charlie, that's in the ball. Because when you look at it, the person is your age mate.
Okay.
2, your parents who are comparing to the person doesn't know the inside life for that person.
Yeah.
But you know, say this person, maybe the bowl he or she is washing, he was told to do it.
Yeah.
And your parents will be like, can't you see this woman's daughter? Can't you see this woman's son? They don't tell him anything, no. They will just stand up and go and do it.
Are you sure?
They will that thing, they boil blood.
So what do you do? When
you know, like, growing up, I came to understand something that if we don't control our minds will control us.
Good!
In as much as people tell us stuff or someone might insult you, it depends on how you decode and encode the information.
Okay.
I prefer to see it as a motivation than an insult or a comparison.
Okay.
Because if you see it more of a comparison, you look down on yourself.
Yeah. You lose self-confidence.
Exactly. You look down on yourself.
Thank you for the word so sweet.
I can confidently say I have been compared to a lot of people, but none of these comparisons shook me. It rather made me want to do more. I never felt bad about it.
It's motivated you to do more.
Yes,
okay.
I never felt bad about it because I knew that the person you are trying to compare me to, I am better than that person.
Okay.
Where you are sitting, you might say the person is doing it out of their own intelligence or parental upbringing, but I know for a fact that the person was told to do it.
Exactly.
So you trying to polish the person gold and paint me black all in the name of you wanting me to do it. No, it doesn't
work for you.
It doesn't work for me. It doesn't negatively affect my medulla oblongata.
Wow. But what course did you read in SHS?
Such as I was a general art student.
It's okay. So you see, I'm saying that he said he saw it as a critic, and then he saw it as a motivation to also become a better person.
Yeah.
This is what I would say that me as an individual, always, whenever I relate with people, I'm telling you, I always like the negatives. I tell you, I like the negatives.
Hey!
Yeah.
I would never take a negative of someone to be, perhaps it's painful,
It
but
is.
for me, always it's a motivation.
Like I always tell him, Dennis, hey, you are fair. It's always like, one day I'll buy Poclair.
Yeah.
And you
see.
see.
Then you see me like, hey, I nearly mentioned no, okay, I didn't mention. You see, those people, they like the bleach, crack people. He said it should be bleach, but they're lying. Me, I'm a proud American. Okay, I'm a American. But I'm saying that, you see, when they compare me, we've also, one way or the other, we've all experienced it. Our parents, and you see, hey, and this sometimes they won't say it directly. Hey, you see, hey, the way his child is, he's a medical doctor. Say, hey. But then you tend to ask yourself, hey, so am I what I'm doing? Is it not good?
So what am I?
Didn't I tell you before we were doing it? You feel very bad.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, immediately you as an individual, you start comparing yourself to someone.
Yeah.
You kill your spirit.
Exactly.
All you need to do is that, okay, this guy has done it. I feel, then me too, I can do it.
Yeah.
Always let it be a motivation instead of breaking you down.
Yes.
Because society will always celebrate output. They will celebrate what you have done, the effort. This is what one man that inspires me so much will say. He says that, I set targets for myself.
Yeah.
I do not have delight in how much I'm putting into what I'm doing.
Exactly.
But the input and what I have gotten.
Thank you for the word so sweet.
So if I'm supposed to get 10 clients and I've not gotten any, I will see in a month. Yes, I might work, but what is it? What was yours has come out?
Exactly.
It's more like a garbage in, garbage out.
Yes.
So in always, I feel we should see it as a motivation.
Yes.
One thing that someone also asked that we would want to tackle is that, so you as a child, in the place of a child, when your parents do this to you, how do you relate to your parents? How should you react? Because
Well, funny enough,
Funny,
there have been this posts I see on social media of parents saying a question like, who is, let's say, Bill Gates? And
Okay.
the child will be like, I don't know. Then the mother beats the child, and the child is like, so mom, who is Auntie Rebecca? And the woman will be like, I don't know. The child will be like, you should also focus on your marriage. It is very funny. But parents are like, who is this? And the daughter is like, or the child is like, if you are trying to compare me to that girl, they was also making money. So you know,
see the way it is.
these things, although when you say it directly to our parents, they would feel disrespected, but
Yeah.
they still disrespect us anyway. So I'm thinking, well, honestly, it is a very bad experience to be compared to.
Yeah.
And there is this saying I've heard for a while now that sometimes it is what we see, but not what it is.
Wonderful. Shall never end.
Yeah.
Sometimes the things you see aren't what they are.
And not the reality on ground.
Exactly.
It's more like social media posts.
Yes.
Status posts.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, if you are rating how much you've achieved and how great you are, or how good your life has been with post on people's status, then you might mistake. You might get everything wrong.
Exactly.
I sometimes say, whenever I post pictures on status, then you get people, hey, this guy, why fine? I'm like,
That's my boy.
so are people rating themselves? Because social media, you don't just rate yourself by what you see on social
Exactly.
media. You see, always it's the positives that we post on social media.
Yeah.
The negatives we try to
we never tell
cover
people our
them.
struggle.
So don't measure your growth or how successful
Exactly.
you are in life by
What you
someone's social
see.
media post.
Yeah, it's very true.
Not even the people we assume they have made it.
Yeah.
What you need to do is that dig out, see what is pushing them or causing them to go up there.
Exactly.
Learn from their process, and then also better yourselves. I feel that's what we need to do.
Exactly.
It's about time our parents know the proper way of criticizing.
Exactly. And also, I was thinking this out, and it was like, what influences our parents in the first place to even compare us to other people's children? And the first thing I was thinking is, sometimes they speak to us in a very nice way and we don't listen as kids.
Yeah.
So they try to hurt your feelings to see if that is going to make you reason. Probably set a self-competition for you.
Yeah.
Because they're like, okay, every morning when you wake up, do this, or every afternoon, do this, or every evening, do this. They keep hammering it. You don't do that. Like, okay, you see this man's son. They don't even tell him, and he does it. Then you get pissed off. Bang, 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 bang,
And you
bang, bang.
do what they wanted to do. It's a way of, you see, it's true. Sometimes when you want to get someone to do something, go into his or her psychological room.
We know.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, sometimes this lady saying, this thing that we are talking about, that someone has seduced you and then those stuffs, they just try to get into your mind because that's where it will trigger something to happen. So usually, you see, it will trigger something will shake.
Yes.
And then you begin to act in certain way because that's what they want.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't go direct. You need to give it some clothes before you realize the person is doing what you want. And parents do these things because, Masa, they want the best out of you. Sometimes too, you need to do this to your kids so that it shakes them and then let them know that you can do more than you are or more than you are doing now.
Exactly.
I have few friends that I usually encourage and tell them, I feel you can do more than you do. The same way that people also see me and say, I feel you can do more than you do. They try to maybe cite an example using someone that they feel you can even do better than this person.
If I hear one more word from you, I will tear your mouth. You know me.
Don't be taking negatives in it, as Manchebi said.
Yes.
Decoding the message rightly.
Yeah.
It will send you places.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like he's saying, when you don't see yourself from a positive perspective, then whatever is compared to you, you take it like that. Instead of you inspiring yourself to do more, you rather lean back and like, me every day they say I'm this, every day I'm that, every day I'm that. You know what you want to achieve, and if you have this honest opinion about yourself to prove yourself right and make yourself feel proud, you wouldn't go on competitions with anyone, but try to better yourself.
How are you telling me this?
You know, and make your people proud or prove to them that, well, all these things you said about me, in as much as they hurt me, it was the wound that healed me.
Yeah.
Instead of it was the wound that killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking from that side, it would rather be a great motivation that, okay, my parents compared me to this. My parents, please don't go and compare your parents to Dangote or Bill Gates, to those slap you beer.
one day.
This is Africa. Oh.
This is Africa, Ghana. Our beloved fellow Ghanaians. Don't try that one.
Your mother say
either than
this guy is doing this. Can't you do that? They mother, you too. Don't go take this.
You receive an award, the UN award. The slap, you would say, bruh, then it straight.
He go over you.
He go over you, that's all.
So guys, well, I think thinking from that perspective would even help you as an individual. You know when and what to pick out of it, of let's say, of an evil statement.
Yeah.
And make it spicy to your life.
Yeah.
Than to take a word for what it is. I'm honestly telling you, sometimes what it is not what it seems.
Yeah.
What you see with your eyes sometimes is not what is going on. So
when you see someone aggressively pushing an agenda, or let's say it sometimes makes you assume as if the person knows what he's doing, or someone doing something makes you as if the person was the one who was genuinely doing what he's doing. No, sometimes there is a force that is pushing them to do what they do.
Exactly.
And maybe that is what your parents want you to do. Notwithstanding, critics are very good. As a human being, if you are not criticized, then how can you better yourself?
Yes.
Because if always you are being pampered, then
Yeah, and there's a proverb that says people who always tell you are good are the ones who don't really want you to see you succeed.
Yes.
Because no one is perfect. So if you have people who are always making you look like you are a king, you understand. Meanwhile, you aren't. They keep your faults away from you. You should be mindful.
It's very risky.
And it is very realistic for people to talk or to speak ill of you.
It is very good, very realistic. It's not natural. It's a normal principle.
Than to be praised even when you're doing the wrong thing. So guys, think about it. Be mindful of the people you surround yourselves with, and also don't take out negative information or negative perspectives from negative information. Else, you do yourself. Because when you don't succeed, it is you who didn't succeed. It is not someone else.
Yeah.
But
again, I would want to say that, you see, we should understand our parents at a point.
Exactly.
And then know how to go about it when they give these comments. You know, a good parent is the one who would also, in a way, appreciate and also criticize his word. Because if he does not, then who should?
Yes. So like you said, appreciate. Dear parents, please. When we do something small, appreciate.
Appreciate.
Don't beat us and later tell us, veggie toffee, come and take biscuits. No.
Sometimes appreciate us. Because that one too can also motivate, not always the criticizing and criticizing.
So,
or what are you
show
saying?
some concerns, like, hey, today, dear, hey, where did I sleep that you have done this? Like my daddy will be saying to my younger brother, hey, you, if I didn't give birth to you, I'll be a hunchback.
Hey, so what about you? Hey,
these are parents.
They have a way of, he's bringing his own out too. It is on his heart.
They have a way of motivating you. You know, when you do something small, they'll be like, hey, when my elderly sister comes home, blah blah blah, she'll cook this, she'll do that. Charlie, it's all part of the motivation. It's part of the motivation. So, you also try to leave, a legacy.
Yeah.
Wherever you find yourself, even if it's in the family, let them feel proud that in as much as you were criticized, you still made it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we even run up, I will say that we also learn to live to expectancy. Exactly. Sometimes much is expected of you.
Yes.
Sometimes you need to sit down and think and ask yourself, look at how much is being invested in me. And then if nothing is even invested in you, look at the number of people who look upon you. Exactly. Because I tell you, a lot of people's success depend on what you do today.
Yeah.
So you need to make it.
You need to.
God damn it. You need to,
I like the God damn it.
You need to make it because people's life readily depends on you making it. And so imagine if you don't make it, you fail the generation. That's how it is. And so the youth today is the king for tomorrow. And so push hard. Yeah. As always, we will say, keep subscribing, keep sharing the link. Yes. The subscription button is there. Like, and then comment. Yes. Comment.
And like.
Yeah.
Like. And so like I was saying, we are not only here to vibe, we are here to learn and to learn from each other. What we are saying, we know you are listening. So please say something for us to read and share it on. We need your opinions. Like they say, wisdom is not found in one man's head. Direct translation. Wisdom is not in one man's head.
It's in everybody. Collective wisdom.
Just share yours. We learn from it. You learn from ours. Then with the vibe.
So this is the With the Vibe show.
Yes, we are still vibing, ganging.